Now, it's been noted that for a human study, that the cost would be approximately around $26 million to get that put into place.
Yes, the biotech companies have estimated about $25 million is what's needed to do a phase 1 and a phase 2 trial with just one of the peptide hormones. So it'd be more if they did all 4, but they're going to concentrate on this one called Vesely M.D, because it seemed to be the best in breast cancer, and it was the best in pancreatic. We don't know about ovarian yet because we're just starting those studies now of human ovarian cancers in mice. So we started those last week, so it'll be a while before we.
Can you tell our viewers how the best way would be to reach you, that they could get involved financially, or if a corporation were interested in getting involved with funding for this human test study?
Well, you want my email address? My email address here at the VA is david.vesely, V-E-S-E-L-Y, at va.gov for government. The company that's going to try and help bring the clinical studies forward is called Kalos Therapeutics, and they're in San Diego, California. And they have a website, so they can contact them through there, and there's telephone numbers there. Our telephone number here at the VA is area code 813. It would be 972-7624, and I'd be happy to talk to them too, so if they want that.
Well, we are certainly honored that you took the time to tell us about this breakthrough. And I understand you noted that this would be living with cancer as opposed to dying from either the.
Well, that's true for. In the animals, the pancreatic cancer, yes, none of them actually die of cancer. But we can't say that will happen with every cancer. And it should emphasize that we don't cure every single cancer. So like pancreatic, 20% we're not completely eliminated. And with other cancers it may be different. The small cell, since it spread so early, of the lung, 86% of the primary ones went away. But they did have some more metastatic lesions in either the pancreatic or the breast cancers, human breast cancer. So time will tell. And of course, you have to emphasize too, we haven't done a single human yet, so we don't know for sure. But we're hopeful. And along that same line with congestive heart failure, we have done humans. We've done 50 normal people first. And I gave the peptide hormones to myself first, so like the old-time doctors. And then we've done 50 people with congestive heart failure. And Vesely dilator gets rid of 5-fold salt in these people and 5-fold of the water. So it increases the water excretion to get rid of the water in the lungs 5-fold. It was much better in humans than in the animal studies before. So that's hopeful because the peptide hormones worked a lot better in humans than they even did in animals. So, and this animal model we're using for cancer, the people with the National Cancer Institute, the most cancer doctors believe is the best model to predict if they're going to work in humans. So it's human cancers growing on the back of mice. So these mice accept all tumors, and it doesn't seem to bother them too much. And so that's what they put them on the back, so to have no pain or nothing, and it doesn't ever bother them. The mice are happy and lively. We see no side effects in these mice, which is probably another important point. They live their whole lifespan and don't have any side. And as I say, we've given it to over 100 humans. We've seen no side effects, except for one is called this atrionatric peptide. It lowered a person's blood pressure. Because that's what they normally do, drop their blood pressure about 50 points. This is a big drop. So they're very potent blood pressure controller, and they're very good at getting rid of salt and water. These mice are hairless mice, so they don't have any hair. So we don't know if their hair falls out like other people with chemotherapy they use for cancer. But the other thing that turns over fast in humans and animals is the GI tract. And so if it was affecting things that turn over fast, like hair, they would have diarrhea. None of the animals ever had diarrhea. They had no side effects, essentially. we're happy and they bite each other every once in a while. So they like to do that. But they are social animals, so they're four in a cage, and you know, all the free food and water they want, and they live normally. They don't have any effects of the human cancers, and they're cured, most of them. So we're not talking about animals, but veterinarians in the future, we already know will cure tumors in animals. So they'll probably for sure be able to use these to treat animals if they don't work in humans. We have high hopes that they'll work in humans too.
How long will it take, should the funds come in after this program is aired, how long would it take before human testing could begin? Is it FDA approved?
Yeah, the FDA would have to approve to do the human studies. I have my own FDA number, and so we've been doing human studies for a while, and so I give them yearly reports so they know we're very safe, and so I don't think it'd be too long, but that would depend on the FDA. But they know we're anticipating doing these studies, because I've already informed them in my reports for last year to this year. So, but if the money came in, I'm not sure how long, but it shouldn't. Now they're thinking at least a year, but it'd be a lot shorter. It should shorten it down, yeah.
Shorter than a year?
Yeah, because we're ready.
We're ready.
We're ready. And the peptides are made by your own human sequence in the heart, so they're very pure, and they know exactly what every amino acid is and all these, so they're very pure things, and there's companies already making them. They're ready to be made to give to humans. Well, the ones we gave were made to give to humans too. So there's some companies in California that almost anyone can get these to do research with, and they're made for the human sequence now. So we know exactly what the sequence is in humans. It's actually almost identical in dogs and cows. It's a little different in mice and rats, but it's known for all animals. The peptide hormones, actually, we discovered that they're in plants also. They're the first mammalian hormones ever shown to be in plants, and what they do in plants is make water move up the plant quicker, just like they're getting rid of water in humans. And so plant botanists are looking at these for a lot of different things now, but some medicines we use in medicine, like digoxin for the heart, comes from plants. And so it's not unusual to have a plant, but the human heart makes a lot more. And then in the test tube, you can make as much as you want. And in the future, we think they'll be made by recombinant DNA, these peptide hormones, because in that case, you can make 10 to 100 copies of it, and things will be much cheaper because we buy them now rather than make them ourselves, because they can make them cheaper than we could make them ourselves. So they'll be readily available whenever the FDA approves to use them in humans. And what the FDA would like would be a phase 1 trial. That's for safety. And we already done humans, 50 humans, 100 actually, so we know they're safe. And then the phase 2 trial. And after that, there's a phase 3 trial. But once you get through phase 1 and 2 and they're showing to help people, things will move along very quickly. Now, I really believe in humans, if we make one cancer go away, then we'll make millions go away. So you have to do the first one. And we just haven't done it.